Aloha, YouTube investors. This is David Yansen with a video here for you. Today is July 30th, 2020. It's a Thursday, and tomorrow I need to submit all the pictures of my apartment because my lease is to be renewed in September. So putting that in the calendar. But regardless of that, I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's having a good day. Looking at my Robinhood portfolio, very interesting day today. As you can see, at the end of the trading day for the U.S. stock market, I was down $6.60. A little over 1/4%, but in after hours it just shot up, and I'm going to tell you the two reasons why it shot up. We're going to be looking at two of my holdings that I have in my Robinhood portfolio on why this shot up for the day, and then going down here to all time, I am up from June 13, 2019. I am up $10.56, 0.5%. And we are in after hours trading right now, so that's why you keep seeing these numbers going up. And the reason why they're going up is the purpose of this video that I'm going to show you today. But when you look at this, you can see how volatile this portfolio has been. Like, look how far it has dropped and come back up, and then dropped again, and then come back up a little. So, and I knew that when I built this portfolio that this is how it was going to be, because this is my more aggressive growth portfolio. So the majority of my holdings in here do not pay a dividend. They're not in the S&P 500. They struggle from time to time. Some of them don't even have turned a profit yet, so they don't have any regular consistent earnings. So, but they potentially have big futures. Now I have others that don't pay a dividend, and they are rock solid companies. And two of those we're going to look at in this video. So, Uber down, Lyft down, Siri down, even though I believe their earnings beat. I wasn't going to talk about Siri, so let's just move on to the rest. You can see my red and my green through here. Who has done well for the day and who has not done so well for the day. And then the first baby one that I want to, I guess it's like a baby company. They've been around forever, but is Facebook. So Facebook for the day, after hours, shot up almost 7%, still climbing, as you can see by this flashing little dot right here. At the end of the trading day, it was only up $1.21 for me, 0.5%. I only own $224. Fractional shares is what I bought. So I'm not even in full share of Facebook. But my total return is 13%, $26.57. And this return will go up as the stock price keeps going up and as Facebook keeps making money. So the question is, why in after hours did it all of a sudden shoot up like this? Well, their earnings report came out. They were scheduled to do their earnings at the end of the trading day today for the U.S. stock market, and they did, in my opinion, they did very well. Personally, I think Facebook stock is not exactly. It could be better. They're a social media giant. They have over 2 billion followers, active users on their platform, and it's still trading in the 200s, where we know Tesla, it isn't even the top car maker in the world and doesn't have anywhere near the sales of Ford, even though Ford's stock price is struggling, but they're trading in the 1500s. So Facebook, I feel like the stock could be doing better. I'm glad it's not, because then it would kind of, go against some of the fundamentals that you look for when you look to buy a company and you look to buy a stock. But looking at what happened to them today after their earnings report, their revenue increased, in my opinion, a lot. I mean, I've only been doing this for a year, so I've only been following these companies for like a year, but it still, to me, is amazing. Their revenue came in at $18.69 billion. That is just unbelievable. And this is a guy, Mark Zuckerberg, who started this company as a college student, and in my opinion didn't really have any expectations of it even being better than MySpace, which was the top dog at the time. I think he just liked having this social feed to connect with all of his friends in college and high school and maybe do some networking, later on, for a career. And I think I think personally, this is just my opinion, I think his personality shows that when he talks and tweets. And some people watch the movies about him and they're like, oh, this guy is a complete jerk, I can't stand him, and then recently in the news, he didn't want to do any censorship on the platform for certain things that people were saying about police protocols needing to be changed and stuff like that. And so all these companies were pulling ad dollars from Facebook. He doesn't really care. And in my opinion, it's because he never really wanted or expected his company to grow like this. I think he thought he would end up like the regular person, 9 to 5, and then he'd have this nice little website, or now it's all considered social media platforms, that he could just kind of personally keep track of all his friends and stuff. I don't think he ever intended on beating out MySpace and being the number one in the world and being worth billions of dollars, So, and I think that reflects in his personality a little bit. What his real hopes and dreams were, I don't know. Maybe he did want Facebook to turn into this. I don't know. Just my personal opinion. After seeing the platform start in 2007 is when I started using it, and not really pushing the product. Like MySpace, it was Tom. He always greeted you on there. Every person who first created a MySpace account, he allowed you to create these great elaborate glitter and pictures and stuff like that. And Facebook never was like that. It's just basic and simple. He's done some great adaptions on the platform, but overall, it's not the big flashy thing that MySpace was that a lot of people liked. So anyway, their revenue beat expectations. They were expecting, and these are analysts, they were expecting their revenue to be 17 billion. They ended up at 18 billion. And year over year, they were expecting 16 billion, and again they came in at 18 billion. So earnings per share $1.08, expectations was $1.39, and then they added, as far as active users, 2.7 billion, and what was expected was 2.63 billion. I think those numbers are amazing. I'm going to hold on to Facebook, hoping that my return jumps into the hundreds or the 200s, and then I'll take those profits from it. Personally, it wasn't really a stock that I wanted to hold from the beginning, but I did anyway, just because, everybody's like, oh, the FANGs, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and, you've got to hold these companies. You've got to put them in and as a main dividend investor, I thought, not that big of a deal to me. But I thought, if they keep climbing and they keep doing well, their stock price keeps doing well, then I will make more money, and then I can buy better dividend-paying stocks with it. And so I thought I'll just put them in my Robinhood portfolio and, either add to Starbucks, Stag Industrial, or find another good tech company that's growing to put some more money into. Something like maybe Fastly, Shopify, or Square, which all three are doing well for me today. So the next stock that I wanted to highlight very quickly, maybe I should do a second video for that because I've kind of already hit the time limit that I like to stay under. I like to stay at right about 10 minutes. But anyway, check my description. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to sign up for Robinhood and you want a free stock, even if you're using another brokerage, it doesn't hurt to get a free stock. Click the referral link in the description. You'll get one free stock with Robinhood. As I say in all my videos, Siri is the one that I got for free when I signed up for them, and they have a great balance sheet. They pay a dividend, so I'm happy with that free stock that I got. Also, webull. I haven't really highlighted webull enough. I should, for beginners, because it gives you $1 million of paper money, fake money, to start practicing with a fake portfolio. But you'll get 2 free stocks with webull as well, if with the link in the description. Once you deposit $100, you get 2. You get 1 free just for signing up. So great earnings for Facebook today, great earnings for Apple today. I'll have a video about them in a little bit. And great earnings for Amazon, and well, Google had good earnings, but for some reason their stock price doesn't really reflect it. So, but we'll just kind of leave it at that. Thank you, everybody. I hope you continue to be safe and healthy. Have a great day. Mahalo and aloha.